Mic check, mic check. All right, cool. Hey, everybody. My name's Troy Track Select. This is the Select Few Sessions, and if you're watching, you are one of the Select Few. And tonight, we've got a local Naptown legend. Everybody give it up for Dead Silence. You ready to do it? Let's do it.
All right, check. When I say what's good, y'all say what's happening. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, cool. So, first and foremost, thank each and every one of y'all for coming out for real, because y'all ain't had to, so thank y'all. Much love for real. And, yeah, first started doing, poetry. Then that moved on to battle rap. Then it moved on to music. And I say like a good, 14, 15 years of just constant progress. Boom, here we are today. So I hope y'all able to enjoy these vibes, the music, and I'm going to let it speak for itself. So let's get it. This first one is called Rich Forever. I hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah. By the way, make sure y'all save the project Dead Silence Through the Fire. Yeah. I wanna be rich forever, man. I hope you stacking your cheddar, eh? Trapped, I was praying for a better lane. God came through. Don't be judging me, cause I ain't you.
Living is a blessing.
Yeah.
On this road to heaven.
Yeah.
I'm rich forever.
Yeah.
Living is a blessing. On this road to heaven.
Yeah.
I'm rich forever, eh?
Cause I got a good soul staying out the way. Cause I walk it like I talk it, not a lot to say. Cause I show love each and every other day. Cause I'm thankful that I gotta make another play. Cause I'm grateful that I'm still alive, I celebrate. It's never late, we bossing up, it's time to elevate. Used to be down bad thinking that I better pray. And feeling like I hit the lotto, rich forever, eh? Yeah. Used to be down bad, man. But
God came through.
it's different, man.
Living is a blessing.
Yeah. On this road to heaven. Yeah.
I wanna be rich forever,
I
man.
wanna be rich forever.
I hope you stacking your cheddar, eh?
Better keep it together.
Trapped, I was praying for a better lane. And God came through. Don't be judging me, cause I ain't you.
Living is a blessing. On this road to heaven.
Yeah.
I'm rich forever.
Yeah.
Living is a blessing. On this road to heaven. I'm rich forever, eh?
Fulfilling being and serving them may not be picture perfect. Ironic, we get a job, but a 9 to 5 just ain't worth it. Maybe not what you need, but getting what you deserve. My mama was busting ass, and I felt she didn't deserve it, but we got a lot. The neighborhood, it ain't the best, but blessed, we in the spot. We play our best with every car and even scrape the pot. Daddy said life for the living, and mama said you do anything, son, cause you get it. That was way back. Some people reach a point and never shake back. The lesson that I learned in my granny house like a playback. She kicking everything old school just like an 8-track. You watch her mouth when you in the crib, cause she don't play that. Sometimes like you never know. I'm from the Circle City round like a merry-go. My mind Richard Papa Gate to make her free your soul. I show you love cause I love you and you better know.
I wanna be rich forever, man. I hope you stacking your cheddar, eh? Trapped, I was praying for a better lane. And God came through. Don't be judging me, cause I ain't you.
Living is a blessing.
Yeah.
On this road to heaven.
Yeah.
I'm rich forever.
Yeah.
Living is a blessing. On this road to heaven. I'm rich forever, eh?
Rich forever. God came through. I hope y'all like it. How y'all feel about it? Was it cool? Was it cool? All right, cool. Bad. All right, let's get it then. See, hey, like I said, don't forget to tune into the project. It's been heard all over the world, which is crazy. I never expected for me to drop a project. Folks in Italy and Jamaica, Nigeria, and I seen somebody the other day that was out in Italy. So you can track the metadata when you upload a song on social media. Click on Vanilla Bean. Somebody out in Italy skating to it, right in the middle of the road, just. I was like, hey, right on. I don't know you, but I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Man, gotta love it, man. Gotta love that genuine creative energy, real talk. All right, we're gonna get to the next one. Let's get it. Oh, I gotta move around for this one. This one is called Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 And I'm just saying yeah, cause it's a vibe, you feel me? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I say yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. I got you your packages in the mail. Hooking up my homies with baggies and I on sale. Climbing to the top, they were waiting for me to fail. Coming up with change, whole time I'm wishing well, And I could put you on if you talking to me. And I could put you on if you walking with me. I know the trouble coming, jeopardize my life. Arms out, double cupping, two-stepping life.
Like the Isleys in the 90s, I'm a whole vibe.
I can give you something that can change your whole life, yeah. You like that? Yeah, hey. Hey. I said yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cookout music. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I used to have Cadillac dreams. Candy paint with some black 23s. Couple chains riding around with some tree. I got the game in my veins, I'm a G, yeah. If it never made me dollars, I'm rolling alone. I know that I ain't always right, baby, show me I'm wrong. Hard-headed, I be stuck in my way. Ain't nobody told me different, but I gotta get paid, yeah.
Like the Isleys in the 90s, I'm a whole vibe.
I say I can give you something that can change your whole life, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I say yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like the Isleys in the 90s, I'm a whole vibe.
Ooh, I like it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. All right then. Bad. I'm glad y'all like that. I'm glad y'all like it. Right on. Oh, what's next, Troy? What's next, brother? Oh, okay. Bet this is one of the most tough records I've done. A lot of people, majority of the time when they see me, it's, hey, you're always smiling, you're doing great, and I don't ever see you complain, and you're straight, you're making moves, and on the back end, there's so much that I don't put out there. I don't feel like it's necessary. I'm not gonna wear my heart on my sleeve. I know it's a time and a place when it comes down to me expressing my emotions. You know what I'm saying? So this one, I had a recovery from an unfortunate accident that happened last year. And during my recovery, I just had a lot on my chest, and I just had to get it out. You feel what I'm saying? So this one's called Vent Session. I hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah. I say this straight from my heart. My granny's death and traumatized me, it still breaks me apart. I got uncomfortable with life and dedicated to art. Tears dripping when I made this cause it's taking me far. I barely made it out alive, I'm still embracing my scars. Just a baby, 50-50 chance of living. God, you making it hard. Sharp pain like filling fangs with a claw. Guess I'm nervous by nature, I was facing my flaw. Suicide, guns, and drugs, they was taking my dogs. Back to back, Lord, help me walk and pace to some jogs. Just a teen when I was cornered, razor blades through my jaw. Stay grounded, prayed up, so I aim for the stars. Picking up rocks as a kid, and I was aiming for cars. Hope a window break, all because I hate what I saw. This insecure box-headed child came to fit in. I love to rap, this ain't the act. I hope it makes me a friend. Got me people pleasing, but they somewhat like it. Maybe it's a win. Death, pain, love, all engraved in my skin. My cousin dropped to the ground and couldn't move a muscle. I bet you choking in heaven, hitting the Cupid shuffle. They dragged my name through the mud, I just improved my hustle. I keep it real that I'm judged, never knew my struggle. Been played so many times, I'll lose it like a fumble. It is what it is. So, man. Yeah, just had to get that off my chest and was like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let it out. You know, regardless of how kind, nice, genuine you are, you got emotions just like everybody else. You're human. You know, ain't no need to walk around like you're a filter. Sometimes you gotta let it out. You know, real talk. All right, so I think one of the tracks coming up, Airtight, I believe. So this one, I plan on dropping. This one is, it takes me back to when I used to rap a lot. Now I make more like songs and all that, but I used to rap. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, this one, I'm calling it Tests and Testimonies. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let's get it. Ooh, can we turn this up a little bit? Hey, hit my back like some chips, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Came a long way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm blessed to say the least, cause life is a trip. Like a rain delay, I flood the game fast, I got that kind of drip. Rise and grind, love and money's on my mind. I gotta thank God I'm still alive, and that's a sign. Invest in different avenues, had to change my attitude. Even if they mad at me, I had to give them gratitude. Used to think that cash rules, I'm sick of all that bad news. You talk about my past moves, I'm grounded like some statues. Sharper than a razor blade. Remained a great, but kept that bottled up like Gatorade. Stacking for a later day. Used to need a wake and bake. Got a plan to make a play and laugh at what the haters say. I'm staying in my lane. Sometimes I do be tripping, can't lie. Another homie shot, I got the call, he ain't survived. I seen the body dang near chopped in half, he stayed alive. Been through too much, that's why I fall in line with something great to rise, thank God. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah. I say I took some L's and learned a lot of lessons with the roadblocks. Charging to the game until my soul stops. Till I'm facing up inside the open box and heaven broke the locks. While my hands stuck like a broken clock, clean as my casket. I'm moving where the energy flies like a magnet. More than a couple times I could have died like it's magic. Too many fallen soldiers that I know when it's tragic. Waking up in pain and stuff, but hey, what's happening? I know that one day that I'ma get it right. Deserve nothing, earn everything, I can't miss my flight. Now I'm on a different plane, glad I'm still sane, and we got everything to gain. It's Tests and Testimonies. Said I'm moving like the top selection. Don't try to block my blessings. Memorize the lot of lessons. It's Tests and Testimonies. Yeah. How y'all feel about that? All right, cool, bet. So I plan on dropping that on the project, the same project that the homie is gonna be on. Give it up for Paradise, y'all. Give it up for Paradise. Yeah, I know you ain't expect that. I got to throw that little monkey wrench in there. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm an old soul. No. Oh man. All right, what's the next one, my brother? Which one? Ooh. All right, so this one, Vanilla Bean. My goodness, it has taken over the world. I did not expect it. This thing has went through 5 studio sessions with the same engineer. I'm like, hey, you know what? We're gonna get this right. I hear it. It's getting there. We're gonna fine tweak it, edits, chop it up a little bit, keep going. And then that last studio session, I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, after this, it really gave me that motivation to make my project called Through the Fire. So yeah, this one's called Vanilla Bean. Let's get it.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just saying, feel free to sit down and do a little shoulder lean.
I bet. Oh yeah, we're outside. We're smelling good. I'll be over in 5.
Yeah.
I just wanna see.
I wanna see.
Is you gon' be?
Is you gon'
smooth and keep it solid with me?
Keep it solid with me, yeah.
I'ma lead. Stepping like 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm clean.
Lean and I sway till I lean.
Smelling like vanilla bean. Like what you mean, hey.
On me, I'm never playing that game. Homie, I'm headed straight to the bank. And low key, if they hating, they lame. Boss up and change while you staying the same. I had to drop a couple off and keep it a stack. If I don't show myself some love, I ain't receiving it back. I'm on MLK, all the cars out. Late night, all the stars out, yeah.
I just wanna see. Is you gon' be smooth and keep it solid with me? I'ma lead. Stepping like 1, 2, 3. And I'm clean. Lit and I sway till I lean. Smelling like vanilla bean. Like what you mean, hey.
I say lavender cinnamon with some lemon on the side. And I'm smelling like vanilla bean, you know I'm finna ride. Feeling so good, I gotta give it up to God, yeah. Moving solid so good, I'm quiet. Daily grind, I don't get tired. On my mama, that ain't no lie. I was so low, now I aim so high. Grounded to the flow, now I'm fly. So smooth and I might slide by. And I never hesitate, I'm finna shoot my shot. And I might go blind, yeah.
I just wanna see.
I wanna see.
Is you gon' be?
Is you gon'
smooth and keep it solid with me?
Keep it solid with me, yeah.
I'ma lead.
Stepping like 1, 2, 3.
And I'm clean. Lit and I sway till I lean. Smelling like vanilla bean. Like what you mean, hey.
Like what you mean?
Is you gon' be smooth and keep it solid with me? I'ma lead. Stepping like
my
1,
favorite
2,
part,
3.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm
Morgan
clean.
Freeman on.
Yeah. Lit and I sway till I lean.
Sway till I lean.
Smelling like vanilla bean. Yeah. Like what you mean, hey.
You know you gotta keep it colder than the Eskimo inside of an igloo with icicles hanging off the ride. Ooh! I said you gotta keep it colder than the Eskimo inside of an igloo with icicles hanging off the ride. That's some cold. Come on now. Come on now. All right, cool. Let's see. It's close to me up there. Now what's next? Oh yeah. So this track, I was just feeling myself. I was awesome. Some wine, I'm chilling, that laid back type of vibe. I'm like, about to be next to my lady. That late night cruising, stars is out. Pitch black sky, on the highway. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I just feel wonderful. I don't feel wonderful. I feel wonderful. You feel what I'm saying? She said, okay. See, this one is called Hollywood. It's one of those laid back, smooth, Texas down south type of vibes. Let's get it. I'm still alive, this my time. Got a couple plays to make with major waves, the greatest crime. Shouted from the east and told me, hit me when you coming down. Threw me Ziplocs for the free, she my favorite dime. I done paid the price the way I got the shipment. I show you love so much, I know your mama tripping. I sacrificed too much, but now a lot is given. One thing for sure, I know that I be winning. Hey.
I'ma be Hollywood, that's on me. Far as I can see, can't nobody do it how I do it. I'm finessing only. Shout out to the OG. Love me and hate me, I know I'm solid till I bleed. Y'all want me to do everything but succeed, so just follow my lead, that's on me. I'm going Hollywood.
I'm sliding through the city late afternoon. I got a text, pin drop, whipping fast too, yeah. I got you, yeah, you on me nada. Yeah, we moving proper, just pursue the comma. Hey, and if I hit you up, you know what's happening though. And you was ready, I ain't even had to grab the dough. Had to take a couple steps back just to know I'm a living legend right now, for sure. Yeah.
I'ma be Hollywood, that's on me. Far as I can see, can't nobody do it how I do it. I'm finessing only. Shout out to the OG. Love me and hate me, I know I'm solid till I bleed. Y'all want me to do everything but succeed, so just follow my lead, that's on me. I'm going Hollywood. I'ma be Hollywood, that's on me. Far as I can see, can't nobody do it how I do it. I'm finessing only. Shout out to the OG. Love me and hate me, I know I'm solid till I bleed. Y'all want me to do everything but succeed, so just follow my lead, that's on me.
Y'all like that? It's cool. Okay, all right, bet. I'm glad y'all like the vibes. Appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Man, close to me, right? Man, so this just brought me back to a flashback. I'll never forget being 9 years old. Great boombox, listening to Outkast, listening to him like, you know what? Something is telling me that I could do the same thing. Never forget getting that sheet of paper out, started writing the lyrics. I kept doing that. By the time I hit 15, I was like, okay, stack some bread up, get some recording equipment. I kept trying, and I'm like, okay, bet. I like this. My first song took 219 times to make. Because I kept running it back. Hey, we gonna get it together. Like Denzel said, hey, I'm leaving out here with something. So speaking of, this is one of the first records I decided to get a little, neo soul type of vibes, like, Love Jones. So I hope y'all enjoy it. It's called Close to Me. Yeah. My guy.
His words feel like butterflies on the summertime. So in tune, it always speaks what's on my mind. He's like a positive affirmation.
You good. Look, you got me almost lost the lung over you, man.
His words give me power. I could listen all day long.
I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Hear you closely, you won't be lonely. For now we low key and moving slowly. You gotta show me, so what's it gon' be? She told me to slide. I'm pulling up tonight, and I got some wine, and you know you fine. Grab my drink, no lean, and you look so clean. So what's it gon' be? Looking like you like what you see. Thought you was a model, got the bottle, my tree. I'm old school, follow my lead. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. See you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. See you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. See you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Need you closely, you won't be lonely.
So smooth.
You good? We should.
Yeah. Yeah.
We go together like time and space. Love in the night, all type of ways. You used to them, this not the case. Baby, I don't chase you so smooth. Catch my vibe groove. Feeling too good to be true. All I need is just you.
Make you want to step.
Right time at the right place. Nice guy, you fine with your nice face. Food on the way, I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Need you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Need you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Need you closely, you won't be lonely. I just wanna see you close to me. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free. Need you closely, you won't be lonely. Checking my phone to see when you coming home and free.
How y'all feel about that? Was it cool? Was it cool? All right. I appreciate it. You know, it's a little right on. Right on, right on. Just dropped a music video for that. Check that out. It's called Dead Silence, Close to Me. I like that smooth, laid-back type of vibe as y'all can get. So this last one up, I plan on dropping it with the same project with the homie, you know what I'm saying? Man. So this one is called For Show. I'm doing something different on this. It's like 80s disco type of vibe, and I'm singing on it. So it's something. He like, yeah, let's get to it then. All right, bet. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is definitely something new for me. So hey, let me know how y'all feel about it. All right, Lee got extra comfy. All right. All right, let's turn this up. Let's rock it out. Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. Better than enough, my love. Run like you tough. Meet me at my favorite spot. And I know what you want. I can be your one to love, yeah. You catching feelings and I get it, you got it, we good. I might forgive you when you tripping, I'm thinking I should. Don't do me wrong, cause I don't double back, I wish I would. I did the best that I could, solid wherever I stood. For sure. Better than enough, my love. Run like you tough. Meet me at my favorite spot. And I know what you want. I can be your one to love, yeah. I hope you with it. She fine like a ticket. On the move, but I got like a minute. Plans, I got you. Say less, like SWV. All you gotta do is say yes. You got me like for sure. Better than enough, my love. Front like you tough.
How does y'all like that? What's it cool? Y'all like that? Hey! Okay. Bet. All right. Hey, like I said, that is new to me. I ain't a singing type of person like that. I'm trying to expand my range vocally, so I'm glad y'all like that. Okay, I did that. Hey, once again, thank y'all so much. I'm glad y'all was able to enjoy the vibes. Give it up for Troy. Give it up. Give it up. Thank you, bro, for real. Nothing like that intimate vibe, smooth, respectful. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Real talk.
Okay, so give me about 10 minutes to reset for the interview, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Okay.
Goodness.
Mic check, mic check. All right, cool. I'm assuming these levels are all right. That should be cool. Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Let's give it up for Dead Silence one more time, please.
Gracias.
All right. Make sure I'm on the right spot. Okay, cool. So, Dead Silence, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I usually start these things off pretty light, so first thing I usually ask is, do you remember how we met?
No, I don't.
Okay. So, in person, we met at Rome's album listening party.
True.
Some weeks ago, month ago, whatever. And when I was there, because I had already messaged you on Instagram trying to get you to do one of these shows because someone else named Ari Beatty, shout out to Ari, she says she's a super fan, and she says that her and her daughter play Vanilla Bean Part 2 like all the time. Hey. So I had to let you know that that's what they be on.
Thank you.
But she had posted you on one of her stories or something. And so I was like, oh, it was just the cover of the album. I was like, oh, let me go check this out. And that was how I initially got introduced to your music, period. And then I reached out to you on Instagram after finding out that you were actually around here. And then we actually met in person at Rome's album listening party. And I wasn't sure if it was you or not. And I actually ended up asking Aubrey, I said, hey, because I had spoken to you, but you're like, oh, my name is this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and I was like, oh, cool, I'm Troy. Nice to meet you. But I was like, man, he looks a lot like Dead Silence. Let me ask, Aubrey, is that Dead Silence? He said, yeah, you want me to introduce? No, I know who Dead Silence is. He know me. Let me go talk to him. Let him know how we first met. But I'm happy that we were able to come and do this. And I think there was another portion to that. But I'm very happy that we were able to do this, and I'm very happy that it all worked out, especially with just kind of chance meeting of you being at Rome's thing and working on some stuff with Rome. And we'll probably get into that later into the interview anyway. So I think for context of what Through the Fire is, I think it's important, and to let the audience know kind of what we're talking about, because it references some pretty important events. I think it's important that we talk about what happened April 17th at 4:23 a.m. So do you mind going into a little detail? Because you referenced it in the show a little bit, but for the rest of the interview, I think it would make sense that we talk about that first.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So between me and y'all, this has to be, close kept.
And so one of the things that I've seen for myself is that you mentioned when you were healing, a pastor came to you and he mentioned 3 S's. So he was talking about stillness, silence, and solitude.
Yep.
And I feel like with this record in particular, you can kind of sense some of that. Do you think that you said you were very not impressed, but that line stuck with you a lot. Do you think that went into your creative process with this album?
Absolutely. When people put out projects, majority of the time it's one particular style, and it may stretch into a couple, and they drop the project. Can't blame anybody for their creative process. My process was
And my goal when I made this project, I want this to make this album no skips, with all different ranges of hip hop, R&B, neo soul. So when you press play, it's a different transition in a different style each and every song, different pace, from the first down to the last track. And yeah, that's what it required, because some songs I would make in one day, and then the next style, it would hit me like 2 months later. The next style could hit me 7 months later. So it took a minute for me to take all of these different styles and beats and then to put my own style behind it and experiences and then to put it out there.
Now, one thing I think is interesting is Through the Fire is a very, it makes you think about quite a few things. When I think about Through the Fire, you're talking about a lot of, a certain line of intensity, a certain line of heat when you're talking about this. And this album isn't hot, it's warm, it's groovy, and even then some might say cool, calm, and collected. So was that an intentional choice when making this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I wanted this to be not too far from who I am as a person. And I wanted people to understand that just because we go through things doesn't mean that it has to change us drastically. Sometimes when we go through things, it's a matter of how we deal with it. It doesn't have to change our personality, our charisma, just who we are as a person. Just roll with the punches and, pray, be patient, and still be true to you, despite it all.
Even with that, another thing that comes to my mind with Through the Fire, or a term like that, is a sort of test. And I feel like there are a litany of tests throughout this project. You kind of talk about some moments of grief and, healing and maybe even more loss of love, of people. Do you feel that you are passing these tests?
I can't really say pass or fail. My main thing is, and it's always been a phrase ever since I first heard it, and I've always applied it, just speed bumps in the road of life. Regardless if we pass or fail, life continues. There was a lot of loss that I faced, especially in my recovery phase, from people that had the same expectations of me before, people who had certain stigmas of me and, what I should be doing and where I should be at and what I should be putting out there. And I just saw it as all these are just moments. All these are moments, regardless if I feel like I'm doing good, if I'm not doing good, just another moment in life. Yeah.
I think what this album says in terms of that whole pass or fail thing is more so life's tests are more about endurance and enduring rather than what you might look like on the other side of something, And kind of what you just mentioned, a lot of people maybe having friction with you on expectations of what you should or should not have been doing. I think that goes along with that solitude piece. Even on here, I noticed compared to your past albums, like there aren't nearly as many features, right? There's only one verse feature, I would say. There are some choruses in there, but was that kind of related with you just being like, really, let me go off by myself and do this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Something within me was like, when you make this project, take up space. And that was something that, personally, I was never used to that. I wasn't used to taking up space. I'm more of the quiet, reserved, I'm in the back chilling type of guy. So even I understood way beforehand, before the project dropped, take up as much space as you can, because you got to have a lot of emotion pent up in you, and this is one of the ways when you can healthily relieve your mind in that stress. So you have to take up space.
Yeah, and something else I find interesting about it is this project, you are using At first, I was thinking the word restraint, but I don't think that was all the way appropriate. I think efficiency and no wasted movements, right? So in the past, I can tell on this project you use much fewer words. You don't rap as fast or as intensely as you have on other projects that you've done. You know, why did you choose to go that route with this one?
Ooh, good question. I would say that's just how it was packaged. I take my time when it comes down to each and every time I hear a beat and it resonates, I take my time. Typically when I create songs, 15, 20 minutes, boom. I'm in the studio, 15, 20 minutes record, boom. So like real microwave-like. And just with my recovery process, it really had me in this oven type of lifestyle, not a microwave, but an oven. I had to take my time because I knew that this quality would be worth it, you know? So yeah, to take my time.
Well, let's go through some of the things that you mentioned on the project. We'll get a little bit more specific rather than kind of over the entire project. So one of the things I thought was interesting, the first voice that we hear on the project is not yours. It's someone else's. Who is that?
So Derica, she's cool people. I first networked with her. She does massages. And I never forget chopping it up with her about spirituality and things of that nature. And I got this thing where I know that God has given me a gift of sonically capturing people's voices and to match their voices sonically against the beats that I feel like they're best on. So I can hear any one of y'all songs. Hey, this guy's living proof right here. Hearing your voice, and I'm like, okay, bet, we're gonna collab. Then when I hear a beat, and then the next time I see you, I'm like, hey, I got something for you. A couple of days later, boom, studio. And then when I'm in the studio in the back listening, and I'm like, yeah, perfect. So yeah, just capturing people's voices and putting them on the beats, especially if they down to collab. I'm like, okay, bet, let's do it then. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, she actually recites a poem first starting with the, his words feel like butterflies in the summertime. So in tune, he always speaks what's on my mind. These are the, positive affirmations or my favorite heartfelt song. His words give me power. I could listen all day long. So was that something that she wrote herself, or did you write it? And what, I guess, made you want to include that in particular?
So when it comes down to songs, I'm a firm believer, and it's way deeper than just you. And I'll never forget first hearing that beat, I'm like, I want this either to be the first or the very last. And I know for the first, it had to be it had to capitalize real strong. Yeah. The first impression always matters. So I heard the beat, and I'm like, yeah, this is smooth. And what I didn't even tell her nothing except, hey, you down to collab? You got a nice voice. And I said, here's the beat, flow to it. Yeah. And then I would say a good week and a half later, she sent the voice note. And I was like, perfect. We putting that on there.
Yeah. And she's also on, I think it's the same voice, on Vanilla Bean. Is that right or wrong? It might be a different voice.
Not a different voice,
okay.
Yeah. That's my homegirl, E. Yep.
Okay.
It's the same thing, too. Well, no, hold up. I lied. That one, I scripted out. I was like, hey, you got a dope voice. I'm going to script out like a conversation. And I told her, hey, let's imagine this vibe of we about to head out. We about to have a good time. You getting ready. I'm getting ready. Hey, FaceTime real quick. You ready? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's how that came about.
So let me ask you this question, because she says, okay, I'll be there in 5.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with someone who was actually there in the 5 minutes?
Absolutely not.
Because I have never
Absolutely not.
seen that before. If I've ever heard a lie, ever. When she said be there in 5, I said, now why she say that?
You know black people time. They really mean 50.
What you mean? You not in the car yet. And you know you don't live 5 minutes from here.
No.
That was just something that went from my brain. I said, no, she's not 5 minutes away.
Absolutely not.
I'm going to ask the question, has he ever been with somebody who's 5 minutes away? Okay, just making sure we're hitting the track record of 100%
You good, you good. Hey,
people are lying.
I could definitely be a better script writer. Right? Look, I ain't Tyler Perry.
No, that is...
Look, call me Tyler Unnecessary.
That is... Listen,
just saying, I ain't gonna put that energy out there.
It's nothing more true than somebody saying, I'm gonna be there in 5. No, you not.
Not yet. I'm gonna be like you 15 minutes away.
Come on, man. You ain't even dressed yet.
Anyway, another thing, and we'll keep talking about Vanilla Bean, is are there any other scents that you're a fan of? Because on here, you say, now I ain't never heard about this one before. First of all, I got some vanilla-esque on right now to be in theme.
Okay.
Just making sure y'all might not have smelled me when I came in, but I made sure to put it on.
Okay.
Number 2 is, lavender cinnamon with some lemon on the side. Now, I'm about to go to, what is it? Ooh, Oil Palace? To figure out what that really smelled like, because I might have to start doing that. But are there any other scents that you're into that you be putting on besides the vanilla bean? Actually, and why the vanilla bean? Because you could have chose anything.
Let's see. I gotta say, lemongrass.
That's a popular one.
Let's see. I already said eucalyptus. Oh no, that was in part 2 where I said, I didn't say that in vanilla bean yet, but eucalyptus. And what I would do sometimes, I don't know if it's common or not, or if y'all do it. You know, a lot of people, can't blame me. I do the same thing. You put the cologne on. I think the camera. Oh yeah. But a lot of people would like spray the cologne, and I do that. Something hit me random one day. I'll never forget. I'm about to go out to what's the event called? Party Gras. And I was just like, you know what? What's those the sticks that you can light up? Incense. So I had some lemongrass incense and I had some eucalyptus incense. And I'm like, you know what? Instead of spraying cologne down, I'm gonna take some of these incense and I'm gonna do like a circular formation aromatherapy wise. And I just stood in the middle of the incense and I got myself together. I'll never forget getting in that ride on my way to Party Gras. The driver looked back. He was like, "You smoke good. What is that?" It's like, a little something. You can follow me on IG, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it is what it is. I love aromatherapy though, for real.
I have to try that one out. Go to Ujama, get you some incense, Oil Palace, get you some incense. They don't sponsor me, but shout out to the community. Now another thing.
Oh man.
I was looking at the video. First off, Rome all in the video. That's Rome Herbert. Sebago all in the video.
Yeah.
And nobody called me, but I knew where y'all was at. So they had Gore's milkshakes. I be there all the time.
Yeah.
But one thing I was paying attention to is there is a scene where you were sitting in front of a bunch of different colognes and things, and you put me on to some stuff I had never seen before. Some stuff that I don't even know how to pronounce for real. I'm trying to see, where did I write it down? I know it was House of Amouage, something like that.
Yep.
And Roja Parfum. Now, Parfum is the top level. You get that toilet stuff, you don't want that. That's not going to last worth nothing.
Facts.
But are there any, where did you find about those, and are there any others that I need to be aware of? This is for me, not for y'all, just so y'all know.
So, you're hilarious. So, that is not me. That's actually the homie M2.
Okay.
So Malcolm, I don't mind giving y'all contact, him, his contact to y'all. But when I say this dude, he has traveled and experienced so much aromatherapy wise. I'm talking about different scents and colognes and fragrances. And I never get chopping it up with him about the video. And he was like, hey man, just to show you love, I'm gonna bring a whole bag of everything that I've collected. I think one was from like Israel. One was from like I think Mexico or India, and I was like, for real? It was like bet. And yeah, showed up to the shoot. He had the bag, and I was like, yeah, lay that out right here. So yeah, that's the homie.
Him too. Where's the gift bag at, man? Because I saw the video, I saw them all laid out. I said, now this is something special. I looked some of them up, the ones that I could see the name on, because y'all was being a little gatekeepy with the with the brands.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get the ones I can figure out.
Right on.
But okay, going past that, so you also chose to extend Vanilla Bean, and you made a part 2. Mm-hmm. What made you do that?
So when I first heard the beat, I'll never forget hearing it, and I was like, yeah, I can vibe to this. Mm-hmm. And then I kept writing to it. And I would say about like midway of the writing process, something hit me like, yo, I can't imagine if I was to speed this up just a little bit, not too much.
Okay, I thought I caught that. I was like, I feel like it's a little faster.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what it was. Dropped Vanilla Bean. And then to make another project, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna circle back on Vanilla Bean, that same beat, speed it up. Shout out to Zero, by the way. That was the producer on there. Got the same beat, sped it up just a little bit. Vanilla Bean Part 2. Then we dropped that thing.
Mm-hmm. Now on some other songs, like Been Through Hell, again, we've already talked about you had this separation between yourself and others, and you kind of go into detail about that. Well, you've already talked about that today on the interview, but you also mentioned a certain portion of like you just got an awkward text as if it was in the middle of recording or in the middle of writing it. What was that?
So that text to be in particular about it, that was in the middle of a lot of people that was just dropping dead in my life. Around that time period, 2 of my people passed away back to back within a week to a week and a half span. I'm mourning the loss of people that had those same expectations of me mentally to show up to be who I am and just not the same person. So, I'm either falling back or they're falling back or we both falling back. So it was a good amount of people that I was just mourning. And on top of that, grieving and mourning myself because I'm lost. I don't know what to expect from myself. I don't know. Yeah. So I was in the unknown, and yeah, I never get an awkward text, and that awkward text, that was from a homegirl, and it's one of those questions like, how should I say this? It was awkward in a way to where I knew that this might be the end of the road of that friendship. So yeah. I put that in the song. Been through hell.
And I guess going along with grieving, in Pearly Gates, you mentioned losing some of these people. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned at the time kind of going into some different substances to try to get yourself through it. Have you found alternative ways to deal with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pearly Gates, rest in peace, Teddy, Eugene Vincent. He was the main motivation behind Pearly Gates. And yeah, that really hit deep. That hit deep for me because I'm real picky when it comes down to collabing with people. He's, been the homie. And I never forget reaching out to him for a collab. He was like, cool, bet. And then a short time period after that, he hit me back up. Yo, I got a beat for you. I'm like, what? For real? I bet. Let's get it in. Let's do it. So I'm real happy. I'm joyful, and I feel that vibe of just genuine creativity. So I never forget listening to the beat. I wrote down to it, and I never forget. It's like a couple of days later. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I hit him up, no response. I'm like, that's strange. The whole day went by. I'm like, oh, dang, that ain't like the homie.
Yeah.
Called him the next day, no response. I'm like, maybe he needs some time. I'm checking his social media and everything. I'm like, huh. And I never forget. I got that call. Like, hey, he's passed away. And I think he was his body was found floating, and that broke my heart. Yeah, in the midst of the collab, and great person, his spirit, his energy. Yeah, that was real tough. So yeah, rest in peace to the homie.
There are some other moments there where you say you didn't know how to feel at the time, because it was very sudden. Have you kind of discovered how you feel now and working your way through that grief?
Yeah, I have. I did a lot of work with therapists, and just telling myself that, hey, you need help, bro. You're a black man, you got all these responsibilities, and you have a set standard and an expectation, and I'm like, man, put all that to the side. You need some help. Look in the mirror, keep it real with yourself, bro. So definitely started reaching out to people more and understanding what I have developed through my traumatic experiences and understanding that I had self-neglect behind that. So working my way through that self-neglect and to work myself back to me. Yeah, that took a lot. So I feel more like I found myself instead of feeling lost.
Good.
Yeah.
Some other songs that I noticed, and I think the last song of the project, which is the Vent Session Part 2, right? So on there, that's the one song that sticks out from the others because the production is relatively similar, but the way that you're rapping on there, and you being a voice actor, I know that this is very intentional, but like your voice has got a rasp to it that's not like any of the other songs. You're rapping much faster and a lot more intensely than you did on any of the other songs in the project. Why have that separation between the two?
Because I want people to understand emotion at its rawest. That one, it was in the middle of the process and right before I made, right before I even, thought of, what I was going to say, because it was just a whole bunch of emotions that I was hit with. I'm like, I'm mourning so much. I'm grieving myself. I'm grieving people. People are dying. I'm going through a recovery process. I can't go outside as much. I used to have gloves on my hands just for the sake of like physical therapy, and can't do this, can't do that. I got to sit here. I'm like, dang. And that was the moment of everything just smacked me at once. Like 6 months of just so much of everything, and it was pure emotion. I never forget. I told myself, I just gotta let it out. And right after I said that, I started crying and shedding tears, which I mentioned in the third bar. Tears dripping when I made this because it's taking me far. Yeah, that was real. Put out the notepad. I played the beat that I just got from DJ D Nice, and I just let it all flow. And that was real intentional voice-wise because it was like no filter. Like, I want you to feel the rasp. I want you to feel the pain in my soul. And I want you to hear these lyrics from my soul. Like all that pent-up energy, I just put it on that track.
Yeah. That's good. I guess, like you said, just having a lot of that separation from others, and it's, I guess, pretty fitting that this song in particular is a separation from the rest of the entire project. Now, one last thing I think I want to ask about is there was I was listening to it over and over again, running the album back, making sure I knew what I was talking about. And then I had this one song in my head. I was like, now I know there was something on here called There You Go. I know there was. That I didn't make that up. And it had just been in my head. I was trying to find it. I was like, at that time, I hadn't listened to any of the other projects. So I was like, was it on another project? Well, I know I didn't listen to them. But the only reason that I wasn't going crazy was on the phone, it doesn't show you any information that it was there. But on your computer, your laptop, it shows like a little blank space. So what happened to There You Go?
So long story short, I thought I was good behind the, how should I say this? Behind the production when it comes down to samples. Yeah. And it's called a interpolation. And y'all can look that up. Music business wise, that means that you're taking your voice and you're repeating something that is being said from the sample. When it came down to communication at first before the project dropped, hey, you're good to go. Cool, bet. Long story short, how small the world is, the more that you network. I never forget dropping that project, and I got a call, and the call was, hey, that song, There You Go, that's Johnny Gill. And I'm like, yeah. And he said, one of the writers on there, cool with him. I'm like, okay, cool, bet. He's like, you sure you got clearance? I'm like, yeah. Homie said I was good. Yeah. 5 minutes later, hey, so it turns out his name wasn't on the list. Crazy. Then after that, getting in contact with Babyface is, I think it's like clearance house. People have to go to clearance houses and these sample companies, and they're like, how should I say this? They contain the main shareholders, their information, and all the rights that people need to pass. And samples cost a lot. I'm like, dang, y'all making this much of a bag behind samples. I'm talking about like some of these samples, you could use just one sample. I don't know, Luther Vandross and Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, woo-woo. We talking about like 5 to 10 to 50 to 100,000. One use of a sample. So when I found out dude's name wasn't on the list, I was like, oh. They're making calls on the back end, communication, and when I finally started having conversations on the back end from somebody that was close to Babyface, having that conversation, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is the price. Understood. And he kept it real with me too. He was like, be honest, when it comes down to, I ain't gonna put it out there, the organization, the camp, they are disapproving majority of the people that want to sample from him. I was like, I appreciate you for keeping it real talk. So I learned a couple of things from that conversation, and a couple of days later, I had to take it off. Then re-upload it, and I had to remove that song.
I mean, super recent. I was like, now I know I've been singing, it ain't gonna get me. I ain't saying the words. But I was like, man, what happened? Well, you got to give me my copy. I don't know about everybody else. I played in the car. I won't tell nobody. Okay, so I always let the crowd ask a couple questions if they'd like to. So I'm giving you guys that opportunity now. If you'd like to ask anything, do you all have any questions for Mr. Deadside?
When the next album dropping? Because you've been talking about it the whole show, and I'm ready. So,
When is the next album dropping?
So, if everything goes according to plan, I know how life be life, and when we make these plans, then we got to push some things back and all that. I do want to drop this around the same time as Through the Fire, whether it be early May or mid-May. It's one of those type of projects, I would say the same thing. It's different ranges of styles. It's hip-hop, it's neo-soul, it's, like I just heard, fast disco and all that. So just another package of wide range styles. And one thing I like about this project that separates Through the Fire is all these collabs. It's It's amazing. I only got one record where there's no collab, but the other 7 to 8 songs, it's tons of collabs. Okay. So yeah,
that's exciting. Seriously. All right. Anybody else have a question? He's struggling.
I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? What's that?
I see him forming it. Go for it.
Like when it goes to picking like your track list, like what's the process with that? Like especially like with this project you just put out, like how do you know what song goes first versus the song that goes last?
Deep. So I think anyone who's an artist needs to tap into separating themselves as an artist and to think as an executive producer. This is when things get tricky. A lot of artists, they like to organize their tracks in a way to where it feeds the ego, but instead of thinking from the ego, to think from a crowd perspective. And on top of that, to break down the pace. I rather break things down from a crowd perspective of saying, this one has likability and it has a certain pace. Then I'm going to the next track thinking, okay, this one has a faster pace and it brings more energy. Then third, okay, let's get more intense. Then when it gets to the fourth, let's make it more smooth to keep a steady pace. Then we're tapping into the emotions, slow the pace down a little bit. Then the more that it gets closer to the end, for it to be more, like emotional and talk about self-reflection, the deep parts. And that's just how I see it personally, not to see it from, oh, this is good, but to see it from a perspective of layers from the audience's ear. Yeah, so that's getting away from that artist type of personality now to tap into your executive producing personality.
That's good. Okay, does anybody else have any last minute questions?
Have you ever thought about doing like a workshop for people who are interested in doing music or want to learn the business side of music?
I haven't thought about that. I would definitely be down. I feel like when it comes down to creating in music, it is 10% creativity and 90% business. So I'm definitely down to help people when it comes down to structure, when it comes down to pacing themselves creatively, and even financially as well, and tapping into different resources, because there's tons of resources, but a lot of people, how should I say this? A lot of people just don't know. Like, you gotta get outside the crib, and true, we have a lot of accessibility when it comes down to social media, but there's still nothing like face-to-face interactions. Hey, you know them and they know them, and hey, let's talk instead of shooting your shot on Instagram. Now let's have this conversation face-to-face. So I'm open to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody, let's clap it up for Dead Silence one more time. Man.
Thank y'all. Waffles over pancakes. Waffles over pancakes.
Y'all
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all wasn't here for that one. But I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.